yes, I am wearing a KU shirt, but how about those damn Chiefs, baby? 8-0. Oh my God, what a Monday night football game. It was good. It was good. Yes, my face is covering the ads on what we're about to look at right now. So, tonight, I thought I would say, what was I going to say? Oh. We got to lead with the big news, right? We have to lead with the big news. And the big news is that I have screwed up and don't have the right screen up. Hold it. Wait for it. There might be unwanted sounds. There we go. Screen man. Here, yeah, we're just gonna tuck it right in over here. There you go. I think all the sounds are working. I just gotta say, like, I'd like to cut back on my profanity, but fuck you, OBS. Like, audio sources just randomly stop working. You are a pain in the dick. All right, we're going to move on from that. We got wonderful news today for those of us starting on November 8th. Guess what, baby? Guess what? We get to download, I think, according to Roshan, and let me go see if I can find this. Where would I have put that? Anyway, I'm just going to tell you about it. So if I got to go find it, it's a pain in the ass. Basically, I got to see what you see, baby. I can't do this without seeing what you see. I can't do that. All right, hold on. We'll move that over a smidge. And a smudge and a budge. There we go. All right, nice. I like it. I might need more screens. 3 might not be enough. Maybe we need another one right up there over the right. Don't tell the wife. All right. No, we found out that for us going in on November 8th, that we get to download, most likely according to Roshan, we get to download November 7th. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that. Like, let me not be lazy for a second. Hold it. Wait. Let's go here. Where was that at? That was in questions. Can I search this bad boy? Yeah. Roshan. Enter. Oh my God, he talks a lot in here, doesn't he? Oh, there it is. Let's see. When was that? Today at 11:30. He may have removed that comment. Let's see. It's October 25th. Was that questions or was that? No, that was Altitude General. That's what that was. Let's try it here. I swear I saw it. I'm not imagining it. There we go. All right. That was a 916. The goal is not to wipe during Alpha 2 unless it's absolutely necessary. Where was this longer post? It was way back then. Damn it. Well, I can't find it, alright? So that's just the way that is. But, I know I saw it. I know I posted it. So we're looking at Thursday for a download. And I realize you still have to fight the Q boss and wait till Monday. But damn, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel so good to have that game actually on the computer. It's going to feel so good, in fact, that I might just have to light up the workhouse. I might have to. It's going to feel that good. This good. Oh, it's going to feel that good. All right, we'll get into it. The point of tonight, I will do a little bit of reaction stuff, but I wanted to touch on the Ashes Codex. If you don't know about this, it's sort of badass. I mean, you got to get past the ads. I mean, it is the internet 2024, but Let's take a little look-see right here, shall we? The music is so soft and delightful. So when you come here, let's go to the starting page, right? So you're here, you're doing all these things. Let's go right to the map. Boom. Look at this. Look at this. Let's hide all, because I actually find that to be the more useful. We'll start right there. And let's start with just highlighting the nodes, right? Really wish there was a way. Yep, we can make that go away. Look at these coordinates. I don't even know how they're collecting this, how they're data mining it, but it's pretty cool to me, man. You guys are pretty awesome. So this is Athanar. I think that's the way we're going to say that, Athanar. That's over in the Sand Squall Desert. That's a node. Miraleth. A lot been said about that scientific node. I did not know that. Nice. Marshall node, Winstead. All right, Samaya's Hope. Here is that second launch point. So let's zoom the hell in, baby, on the Riverlands right here. Samaya's Hope and Lion's Hold. So these two default nodes right here are going to start you out. That's going to be badass. That should mitigate a lot of the bottlenecking. No doubt with us November 8th start people, which, I mean, I am going to cover their ad. I don't care. I'm just going to do it. There we go. With the November 8th start, we're looking at a lot of people come in. I wish we had numbers. We don't. I know Ashes. I know Intrepid does. We don't know, but we know it's going to be bottlenecked like a crazy man. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts trying to get in there. I might even come home from school that day and work and just take a bloody nap and just plan on getting in the queue at midnight. I don't know. Yeah, it's Ranger update back there. Steven playing right now. See that? It's pretty nice. But anyway, that was the second point that they're adding for basically your start point, your spawn point into the game. That's going to be pretty badass. We have Winstead. I've not heard much about Halcyon. Divine Node. I don't know. Like, as much as I watched, I don't feel like you have as good a hold on like what's been going on each realm until you've been in it. I have heard of Jova. That's what we're calling it. It sounds like Jova. Scientific note. All right. I'm hoping that's accurate. And I have heard of Nuela. Economic note. I don't know if anybody's actually pushed to any of the three of these. I really don't. I wish somebody would let me know in chat. And then we have Wind and Sea. Default node. Oh, another default node. Look at that. Look at that. Lionhold, Samaya's Hope. We could see. Ooh, what would happen there? What would happen there? I don't think they're planning on opening that November 8th, but that might be pretty damn cool. Let's take a look here. So those are the nodes. You can highlight all that stuff. We'll leave the nodes up here. Dungeons, baby. Only one on the map right now on the Codex. What happened? Let's zoom right in. Oh yeah, this looks messy. Wreckage of Carfin. It's saying it's level 15 to level 25. The highest level people I've heard, like in my guild, like 21. Like you ground it to the ground. You grinded to the ground, son. You did all that good stuff. So, like, that's not going to be in my immediate future, at least weekend one. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. So there's the one and only dungeon that we have right now. Somebody said something about little pocket dungeons, but... And I know there's a lot going over here in the Sand Squall Desert. Seen some caravans run there. I'd like to see the same thing over here. I haven't seen it yet. Hidden caches. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. So it's got the respawn times, all that kind of stuff. There's some of these resources, and I'm happy about it. Let me see if I can find it. POIs. Primal Farms. Okay. Okay. Nice. Stoneworks. Coralock. Macabre Ruins. Cookhouse. Woodshop. Laboratory, if you will. Baneswell Cemetery. Gem Spring. Titan's Ring. Oakenbane Keep. Alright. I've heard that come up a whole lot. Sorry, we have little gnats doing a lot of reproduction all of a sudden in our plants. It's under control. I swear it's under control. Yes, you can, in fact, subscribe on Amazon Prime. Woohoo! Look at that. Yeah, Colossus Crater. We're back at Miraleth. So that's right there outside of Miraleth. That should be interesting. And then Winstead, that's where Jamie brought Firebrand in. So that's pretty cool. Trying to get a feel through the Codex here of the map. They do have routes. Okay, we're not going to mess with that right now. Ooh, oh, shit. What happened? Oh, nice. We can do all that. Look at that. You can touch things. It's great. So, shit ton of POIs. Got 28 of those. Vendors and crafting. Looks like that's pretty much centered right outside of your spawns here. It says true. Is this the one? I don't know. I don't know what their data point is on that. Attunement Shrines. Nice. Textile Mill. You've got Lionhold. You've got Alien Divine Gate. Smile's Hope. Here's some of the, I would say the inner perimeter stuff we're going to hit. Citadel of Steel Bloom. Highwayman Hills. Yeah, we got nothing. Expedition Camp. Oakenbane Keep. Nice. Miraleth. Alright. So, it kind of gives us a feel when we get in game of what we can expect. New Ayla is right there, but we have remnants of Cephilion. Duragal Estates, Jovia. I like saying these all out loud because when people are hollering at me in chat, hey, you need to go here, I'd like to have at least some context of what the hell is going on here. I'm trying to find... Ooh, look at that. Bosses. Show me the bosses, baby. Level 30. Holy shnikes. Probably not going up there anytime soon. Level 30. Okay, so that explains why nobody's spending a lot of time up there yet, right? There's your perimeter. There's your level 30 boss perimeter right there, and that's why I don't think we've seen any Halcyon. You've got these guys up here. General spawns. Holy cow. Look, let's dive in, shall we? Halcyon right there. Yeah, I want to get a feel. Level 6 to 7. Okay. It's not out of control. There's some routes here. Yeah, I don't know. What was it that I hit? I think, okay, let's do this. Let's hide all. We'll hit nodes again, just so that we have that. Oh my god, these ads are just terrible, son. We gotta find a different way to pay Codex, because these ads are just freaking unbearable. It's almost like it's the early 2000s. Alright. Apple Bush. Let's do that. I'm trying to find the one. No, this is not it. So that was legit. Where is ash trees. Look at that. Lousy with ash trees. Alright. So, yeah, this is the first mention that you see of, like, this area can spawn 12 random nodes of this type. And this is what I'm hoping to see as a larger system within Ashes of Creation, is the random spawns. I don't want... Cannot stand, I could not fathom that they would ruin the game this way. Where New World, it's like, this resource is going to spawn here again in X amount of time. I'll just stand right here. This monster is going to spawn right here in X amount of time. I'll just stand right here. I need the randomization. And I know that we're going to get that a lot with the, basically the dynamic or reactive world, if you will. Let's turn off Ash. Western Lark. I almost clipped the soundbite of that dude. What the fuck's a node? But I just don't want to give him any more traction. Like, Punk, you spent money on this game, which might not have been much to you. It was to a lot of us. And you didn't even know what a node was. That tells me you spent zero attention paying. Like, you just didn't care about the game enough to even do that. So whatever. Alright. I digress. Where the hell was this? There's the apple bushes. Snowdrop. That was a snowdrop. Oh, it's a plant. Alright, gotcha. Nice. That's going to be important to me. And we'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to go into the 3 artisanship levels that I am going to pursue as a ranger. Obviously, we're rangers of Verra. Let's do this, shall we? Let's cut this. Clean things up for a second. I'm going to get on over to the Ashes wiki. I figured it'd be a slower night tonight, but we are looking at 84 hours and 54 minutes, which translates to 3 days, 12 hours, 55 minutes, and 16 seconds until I at least hypothetically have the opportunity to play Ashes of Creation. It won't be at that time, but I'm just saying that's hypothetical. All right, let's look at these artisanship things, if you will, and such. I'm going to move me right over Cha. No, you know what? Right up here. How about that? Does that seem better? Seems better to me. I don't know why. My Chrome. Let's try to fix this, shall we? Nope. No, this is not going to. Whatever, Evan. Alright, so first main artisanship that I'm interested in is animal husbandry. It's a profession within the processing artisan class. So this is going to be for pets, mounts, livestock, beasts of burden. Beasts of burden is going to be critical for obviously the caravan system. I think I'm going to make a shite ton of money. Shite ton of money. Shite ton? It's an actual scientific term. It's not a metric term. It's just shite ton. For the guild with this. Because the more efficient you are moving cargo, there you go. Pets, yeah, that'll make money. Probably good money. Mounts, livestock, when we get a freehold, hell yeah. So this is a skill that I definitely want to do. Stables are freehold buildings used for breeding animals. So I'm going to have, my guild is going to have this. I think when I was first watching the live streams, I'm like, bro, I'm totally going to go for a freehold. I'm seeing just in the first 2 weeks of non-NDA Alpha 2 that you're not doing that alone. You're not doing that. Somebody was talking about it today. I think it was Hidden Dagger was talking about it. It is going to be an unbearably hard thing to achieve, getting a freehold. It is going to take a node. It is going to be a rare thing that we are all after. So I want to fill that little niche within that. My understanding, Annie's into this stuff too, so we're going to have to talk, Annie Lace. We are absolutely in the same guild, so why wouldn't we? Livestock, mounts, all that good stuff. It's going to be friggin' awesome. look. Creatures. Right now, my understanding is, as far as taming creatures, there's not really a system in place that you basically walk up, pet them, boom, you're tame, kind of thing. Obviously, that's going to change. Doc Burns from Copian Clinic. We're going to have to go find this video. But he talked about the Mendelian genetics that are going to be in this game with the genetic lines. And oh my God, do I need to geek out with this brother, because this is just, oh, it's too much to me. I want to go back to that map, just like hypothetically. Let's go back to that map and zoom way the hell out. Let's try this. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go to map. Hello. There we go. Like right now, what we're talking about is being there, right? Like right in here and a little itty bitty touch of that, right? I think, are we even just talking about this? I don't think I'm wrong. So, when you think about those genetics, about, like, we won't even make it super duper difficult, okay? We won't even make it way the hell over here, and I'll just use a horse to make it simple because I don't know all the creatures that are going to be in the game. We'll just bring it here, up in the north, in the mountains. Imagine a stocky creature that is that's able to climb these mountains and breeding that some desert stallion down here and winning whatever system it is that they have within there on the breeding in the freehold to come up with the most desirable mount. Like, rich people throughout history have fought and paid a lot of damn money to have amazing creatures, right? This is going to be something that is so awesome, and I love it right here. Animal husbandry is going to be an explorative profession. I want to explore the map as a ranger. That's what I want to do. Like, I am down for your PvP. I'm down for whatever we got to do. You know, a little questing here and there. Whatever. That's fine. But my main goal is exploring the map. And that includes scouting for the guild. But especially for the animal husbandry. So this is one of 3 professions that I've told my guild that I'm into. Let's go up here. See if I can actually remember what the third one is. That'll be something. All right, it's gathering profession. So what did we say the last one is a processing profession. So this is a gathering profession. I think it kind of goes without saying what this is. You're going to have all kinds of recipes tied into it. They've got all these tools here. Oh, I do remember the third one. I haven't gone totally dementia. All right. But you've got like a soil knife here. You've got all kinds of things. Like, you're going to be, again, exploring the hell out of the world to find the things that you want, bring them to market, make you and the guild rich AF. This is going to be amazing. Gonna be amazing. All right, let's go on up here. We shall go. Oh no, I cannot spell. Hunting. It's another gathering profession. Okay, so this is my 3rd thing right here. Obviously, if you're out looking for those genetic lines, all these good things, all these materials, this just goes hand in hand. I really think this is a trifecta for me. Animal husbandry, hunting, herbalism. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be some badass shit. Because what I think of when I think of that is like Fellowship of the Ring, where Aragorn had to go, or Strider, had to go and find medicinal herbs, you know, to try to help Frodo after he was stabbed. And I don't know, man. That, since Mr. Fortin got a hold of me in the 9th grade reading Fellowship of the Ring, that's been the thing for me, is that ranger, that mystery king hiding in the woods, living off the land, but still has a connection to the royalty of the elves. Like, oh, this gets it for me. This just gets it for me. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna freaking love it. Because again, it's genetics, man. Yeah, sure. Right now, I'm studying electrical engineering, but I'm going into um, biomed engineering. So this just like it tickles so many fancies for me. Combat pets, tangible creatures. Listen, it's breeding mechanics, animal husbandry will have discoverable blends of breeding, pets, mounts, livestock, beast of burden. Again, the beast of burden I think is going to be an early on important thing. I don't really know for sure because I've only like lightly paid attention in the live streams. Yes, there's a referral link. If you would like Ashes of Creation, please do click the linky right there. It looks like it's a little limited from the live stream updates, what they could hold. But I think you're going to get your carpentry skills up there and all these other things that other people are going to do to build a better caravan, the machine caravan. But when you have the beast of burden that are able to really haul these and have the speed, the off-road ability, everything else, it's all going to come together. Like, oh my God, the science of genetics, the engineering of having to put all these different materials and skills together. It's going to be amazing. Mix that with the economics, I said, and it's just going to be insane. It's just going to be insane. Like, I need to read all this. We're not going to bore you with it right now, but look, let's try this. It's just going to be badass, guys. Right there, baby. Mendelian model of real life genetics overlaid with magical tools that help understand and influence the process of breeding these animals in a fantastical way. Wow, we're going to be able to influence with magic. Nice. Multiple traits related appearance, performance, combat, efficacy, even different abilities that breeders can bring forward in a particular mount or pet. So no two creatures in Verra will be the exact same. Oh my God, Stephen Sharif, you mad man. I love you. We're just going to sound the horn. We're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to do a blast. We're doing it. And we're going to do one of these right here too, because, I mean, you look at that. You look at that right there, and you tell me you don't want to.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Well, pet that dog. That's right. You want to. I know you do. Oh my God. Let's see if that's gonna recover. Hold on. Let me. Sometimes this can be a real pain in the ass. There we go. Just have to turn it off and on. Yeah, no, the genetics, everything, powerful traits to be hidden in rare spawns and through rare mutations. Oh my God, dude. He's making the one game to rule them all. Like, how do you not want to pet that down? The Skinwalker, in-game achievable mount, 3D render, 3D model by Jessica Jennings. This is going to get out of control, guys. It is going... Mounts can be killed by players. You bastards. If I create an amazing mount, a genetic feat that has cost me hours of travel across the world and many, many attempts at animal husbandry, and you kill it, we are talking. There will not be steampunk mounts. That's good to know. We are talking lifelong grudge. Like, should God bless me with 20 more years of playing this game, I will find you repeatedly, hunt you down, skin you. I mean, that's just the way this is going to go. It's going to get brutal, baby. Like, these things are going to matter. There's so much effort. It is going to matter. It's gonna be so kick-ass. So there's all that. Let's do this thing. Let me turn that off real quick. Turn off the Chrome capture. Let me go find some of these videos I thought about reacting. I wasn't sure how long that was going to last, how many of you would be here, etc., etc. Let's go to YouTube. Let me see what I have on the list. We might actually add that one to the list. I think I like this guy. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Let's see. Playlist. Boom. Stream material. View full list. Let's see. Lattice game. Yep. No, we already did that one. Lattice. Move that one. We never did get to that. Narcs thing. We did do that. Let's remove that. I think we're going to go with Doc Burns in the Copium Clinic. Let's do this one. Hold on. Wait. Wait for me, Doc. Wait for me. You guys ready? Let's listen to the doc. He's doing clinic.
MMO that looks to be still at least 4 years from launch, be 3, 4, or 5 more years. For the next 3, 4 to 5 years, and they're probably 3, 4, or 5 years away. We're obviously still years away. That's without question.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
He's got some info. Let's talk about it.
There's been a serious buzz around Ashes of Creation from its first weekend Alpha 2 test. It's left a lot of people wanting to know when the release date is. Let's evaluate the actual state of things, then we get to a deleted comment.
We're going to have to talk to Doc about the beard. Like, he's got to commit.
From Steven on this week's visit to the Copium Clinic. This past weekend test was a roller coaster. Record high interest in the game, DDoS attacks, bugs, and some good times. My overall impression was positive. This test was meant to get data on server stability and performance. Servers crashed but came back up. Queues were bugged and then fixed. The DDoS attack happened, but they addressed it and opened servers back up again. It was encouraging to see them roll out fixes in a relatively short period of time. Other than content, it honestly wasn't that far off actual MMO launches I've experienced. Anyone remember the first few days of ESO? The next question on everyone's mind, how far away are we from launch? Force Gaming, or as he used to be called, Force Strategy Gaming, made a video about Ashes, and he thinks the game release could be several years away. He said,
Looks like they're probably still another 2 to 3 years away. In fact, I'm going to just push it out further and say they're probably 3, 4, or 5 years away from like a full 1.0 actual release of the game.
So the range he gives is 2 to 5 years. It's a wide range, but video game development timelines are fickle. Does anyone else miss when he would say this?
This has been Force, and you have just been force-fed.
Oddly suggestive, but I kind of liked it. Ashes development started in 2018. They were using Unreal Engine 4 at the time.
Hold on. He said that. All right, where did it go?
And had less than 50 employees for several years. Their first phase of testing, called Alpha 1, was delayed several times but finally happened in July of 2021. It lasted for a month. It was an island in the tropics biome. The general consensus after Alpha 1 was that the game was still a few years out. Here we are a few years later. This section of testing is called Alpha 2. There are 3 phases. We move into Phase 2 in 2 months at the end of December and Phase 3 on May 1st of next year. That'll be the...
Hold on, Doc. Hold on. Let's back that up because...
There are 3 phases. We move into Phase 2 in 2 months at the end...
All right, so I needed to look at this again, so I'm glad it's in his video. Sand Squall's going to get expanded. Vanguard Tropics expanded. So expanded, does that mean that we can actually get in the tropics right now? We'll find out Friday. 2 new unique node layouts. 4 levels. Node Siege. Vassal Ship. Node Depth. Additional mayoral. Stupid names. Commissions. We'll talk about the names later. Relics, freeholds, additional service buildings, economic collection type. Okay, the Bayloon. So does that mean I can't do the Valoon when I go into game? Oh no, Becky. Oh no. I was planning on doing Vela. Alright, 20 plus abilities, 10 plus passives, 30 plus skill notes per archetype tree, stealth system, rogue. Rogue, baby. Rogue is. Look at you, Phantom. Hello. Dual wield daggers, two-handed spear, two-handed mace, two-handed axe. I'm glad Doc put this in here because it's been a minute since I've seen this. Siege vehicles, tempering, gem and sockets, gear ascension, repair kits, artisanship skill trees. Oh, here it is. Animal husbandry breeding. So phase 2 is the shit for me, baby. We just went through this. Like, that's the heart of the gameplay for me right there is the animal husbandry and the ranger shenanigans. Party gathering, player shops, leaderboards, additional chat system functions, instanced housing. Wow, we're actually going to get instanced housing in phase 2. That's interesting. A little shocked by this. So this is what's good about revisiting this stuff because they get so much material thrown at you. And we're like, wow, hey, Stephen Magician, I didn't understand. But yeah, story arcs for the Riverlands coming. Sand Squall Desert, treasure maps, dynamic events, story arcs, dynamic world dungeons, NPC, ambient behavior. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that? Has anybody actually asked this question? NPC, ambient behavior. I need to take note of that. All right, here we go.
End of December and phase 3 on May 1st of next year. That'll be the final phase of alpha testing.
What's up, Royer? Oh, yeah. Hollywax, thank you for the follow. Oh, my. What is going on here? I have to pull this up. Oh, my goodness. There's shenanigans about. Oh, my. Thank you for the follows. Did we just. Oh, my. Things happened. We're just going over the Copium Clinic's video right now. Yo, Phantom, what's up? Royer, what's up? Oh my god. I gotta tell you guys, hold on, let me take a break and figure out what just exactly happened here. All these people are in here. I'm assuming they came in on a raid. It's an excellent video, and you know what, Royer? I'm just gonna call you Roar, because I suck at reading. Rated the wrong guy. Well, hello. Welcome to the wrong guy. It is an excellent video because I just realized Roar is the name. I'm just saying Roar then. It's all good. Look at all this rating and such and such going on. This is great. This is wonderful. I actually forgot a few things. Let's back it up since you guys are just coming in here.
There are 3 phases. We move into phase 2 in 2 months at the end of December and phase 3 on May 1st of next year. That'll be the final phase of alpha testing.
Boy.
Phase 3 extends all the way until launch. Beta 1 and Beta 2 will run concurrently with the end of phase 3. The betas are short though.
The betas that we...
Wait a minute. Did I just get followed by legendary neurotoxin? Thank you, my friend. You got to move your alerts to cover your camera. Yeah, not always. We can just move the camera. I had the camera up here because when we were visiting, actually I started it down here. I traveled a little bit tonight. When we were visiting the Ashes Codex, I had to cover up their ads. It was ridiculous. Welcome everybody. Legendary. You're the boss. All right, Roar. You also. The boss. All right, let's go back here because I want to talk about this with you guys because you would know. Let's go right here.
In 2 months at the end of December.
Phase 2. So it's been since the live stream since I really paid attention to this. We read through all this stuff. I see Rogue. I see the Valoon, which I'm a little disappointed. I was wanting to start there. But what is this NPC ambient behavior? What is that? I need to know. So if you guys know, tell me in chat. Let's move on to phase 3.
In phase 3 on May 1st of next year.
All right, so we're going to have in phase 3 the turquoise C, could be that. The anvils, 4 new unique node layouts, 5 levels, military and divine election types, atrophy event, policies, node happiness, additional mayoral commissions, additional service buildings. Let's see. Just them walking around town doing... Oh, okay. So we saw that in one of the live streams in town. I was wondering if it's that. So that was one of my first thoughts. But I was also wondering... So Chaos has been talking about this a lot. About the AI and the NPCs, as in, i.e. mobs. Like, we're going to see the intelligence level of that increase as well. Oh. That's right. Wardrobes, baby. So, believe it when you see it. But you're hopeful. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So, where did we leave off? We did all that. The Pyre, the Renkai, the Nakua, the Tolnar. When is this exactly? Oh my. Sup, Redbeard. It is a red beard. It is indeed. It is indeed. Laughables. Welcome. People are joining. People are leaving. Phase 3. What were we talking? That's May, right? That's May of next year, I believe. So that's going to be interesting. 20 plus abilities, 10 plus passives, 30 skill nodes per archetype tree. Summoner joins us phase 3. And I know I've heard you guys talk about this, but it's just good to remind myself of what the hell is going on with this game. And I'm sorry for any shout-outs that I missed anybody in here. Pallywags, I saw you down in there too. Plus 3 weapons, orb, one-handed axe. I will appreciate the axe. Maybe I could be a Viking Ranger at that point. I have got to fix this. So I moved some things around. Have Stream Manager open. Redbeards unite indeed. Remember, May 2025 is when Phase 2 features will all be in, and Phase 3 will start. Oh, okay, Legendary. All right. I am a November 8th player, which means we are 84 hours, 29 minutes, and 28 seconds away from that glorious moment. Which isn't exactly true, because I'll be in school and work at the lab after that, but we'll make it happen. We will make it happen, for sure.
That'll be the final phase of that.
Oh, yeah. Guild fully functional. This is the one that I was asking about. All some may get pushed to phase 3 from phase 2. I'm so effing excited. I can't stand it. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit of a bitch about people winning access 2 weeks before me. I own it. It was a bad moment in my life, man, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. So I was asking about this today. Guild functional, fully functional. What, Roar? Just tell me. Toxin, neurotoxin, tell me. The guild system sucks right now, right? Like, it's pretty freaking terrible. I've seen people, the whole process of trying to get into parties and all that. Yeah, it's bad. And Steven probably knows that. He wants us to be honest. Let's see. Feels bad that you didn't get the raid now, streamer. What happened now? What are we doing? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're not worried about it. You can make a guild, invite people. That's it. Can't do anything else. The whole guild system will make whole divisions of groups of up to 30 and their group-specific guild benefits. Okay. I hope. Just me. I am a stupid ass optimist, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But what do you mean, no you? I'm lost, Legendary. I really, really hope they fix some of this guild stuff sooner than phase 3. I mean, I think these roadmaps are malleable, right? Like, they could see some little tweaks, but I can't believe this. Guild freeholds in phase 3. So, to your point, Legendary Neurotoxin, that doesn't mean that's going to happen in May. That means that's going to happen during phase 3, right? Okay. Okay. But castle sieges. The crafting needs tweaking hard. Yeah, I'm actually, so that was one of the things I'm excited about in phase 2 is the animal husbandry, because that really is the crafting I'm interested in. But until we get freeholds, does animal husbandry even really matter? I don't know. But we're looking at naval, aquatic mounts. Are you gonna go full rogue, Royer? Because I'm thinking ranger rogue all the way. That's really where I'm at. If it's good. That's what you're doing right now, animal husbandry and hunting. Yeah, so Laughables, I'm going to do animal husbandry, hunting, and I figured herbalism made sense because you're exploring the whole damn map. Why wouldn't you? Pallywags is cleric all day. Well, we need those heals, right? It could pull you away from tank. Yeah, you tank people are, like, it's like a religion. Aquatic mounts, underwater combat. I gotta see that. Instanced content. I gotta go back through the live streams to see what they said would be instanced. I don't know that any of us were super excited about. Well, no, I can't say that. We'll see how that one shakes out. I don't even care. Pets, aerial combat. So wait a minute, how's aerial combat gonna work? It's just castles and some of the mayors that have aerial mounts, right? You love some instant stuff. I think it might make sense because there were some good arguments, like if you got deep in a dungeon, that some peckerhead could come along and like just mess up your whole day by pulling mobs and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. I'm out of my depth on that. I'm not even gonna lie. I am super excited about this, the auction house, and I know Sonny is going to be super excited about that also. Ranger Rogue or Rogue Ranger was my first thought, but now not having self-heals is ass. I might actually go Bard Rogue. Ooh. Yeah, so Legendary Neurotoxin, I'm the same, man. Like if Rogue had come out at the same time, I would have been open to Rogue Ranger. I guess it depends. This is the Ranger update behind us here. I guess it depends on, oh my god. It depends on if there's going to be wipes, right? Like that might incline me to do a Rogue Ranger when that comes out. I don't know. I can't really say. I don't know what's going to happen. Bard though, everybody seems very, very positive about the Bard right now. Like mobility, stealth, and heals are your top 3 features. I love the stealth, man, because, okay, so just hear me out on this. If I'm doing animal husbandry and I'm doing hunting and herbalism, and I want to go all the way up into the hinterlands to get stuff, stealth is going to be critical because I can't be fighting every mob. That's going to be a lot of solo. You might get a small group that's like-minded to go with you, but a lot of that's going to be solo. Also, bards can fit in group due to being very high demand mana bots. Yeah, they're very popular right now. Very popular. And, I mean, we all know balance is on its way at some point. Looks like Phase 3, Castles, Turquoise Sea. We're never going to make it through the Copium Clinic video, are we? Treasure maps, dynamic events, unique story arcs, dynamic world dungeons. We're just going to have to experience that to see what that really means here.
Alpha testing. Phase 3 extends all the way until launch. Beta 1 and Beta 2 will run concurrently with the end of Phase 3. The betas are short though.
The betas that we intend to have are not...
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard bards are in high demand. 2 in every group. Okay. You two train mobs being together is going to go up. And let's go. Yep. Oh, ads. Sorry, hold on. You bloody bastards with the ads. Are they really running? Are they really running? I have free manager right now. Yeah, ads in progress. We'll wait 45 seconds. We'll do it. You're in Australia. Nice. How is the down under? Yeah, it looks like we got 35 seconds of ads left. We'll do this nonsense, get it out of the way. We'll just wait a bit. Do appreciate everybody stopping by. I think, you know what? I think my AI bot is sleeping right now. 10 seconds. It's great, although AOC comes close to summer. Okay. All right. I think we're done with these bloody ads, right? We're good. Hopefully everybody's back from that. It is just a necessary evil, right? Everything's still working. Here we go. Laughable. Oh yeah, I'm level 12 with your. Oh, you're 12 with the Rangers. So such a fun class. I have level 10 cleric, level 8 tank, 6 mage. Damn, you've been busy. Busy. Thank you for the follow, Dan Lives. You know what? I mean, I think that deserves.
Can I pet that dog?
No, no, no.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Oh, pet that dog. Oh, thank you, Lefties. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. No, it's going to be great. So let's see what's going on here.
Months-long
Yeah.
betas.
We want to keep it short.
Pretty short.
I forgot about the chicken suit.
The game should be
Pet that dog.
Done at beta stage.
and final
Exactly.
polishes and stuff like that being put in. Again, we don't want people to get totally burnt out on the game before we actually release.
Right.
So then if we're asking how long Alpha 2 lasts, we're really asking when the release of the game is. Do you guys think Phase 3 lasts 4 to 5 years? Let's investigate. So the Alpha 2 map has one biome complete.
So my totally non-fact based opinion out of the sky, and perhaps my buttocks, is quarter 4 26 into 27. It just feels right. I don't have any logic behind it.
There are 18 total biomes. If it took 7 years to make one biome, shouldn't it take 119 years to finish the other 17? Obviously not. The Riverlands is the only biome that's
Oh,
mostly
Doug Burns.
complete. It's a common argument that they have to be working on other things in the background.
Probably sick of seeing the Riverlands in these. Like, get it? Me too. Doesn't mean the other ones aren't being worked on.
But shouldn't we be sick of seeing the Riverlands? Like, at some point, if you're making a game, I know that Phase 2 and Phase 3 shows that they're going to give us some more story arc and some more content, but you don't want to give that all away in the alpha and the beta. So I think they are going to hold back a lot. We'll see.
Doesn't mean the other ones aren't in flight.
So we know they have some stuff completed, but I don't put a lot of stock into that because we don't know how much. There's also still
No,
a
we
lot of
don't.
work to be done in the Riverlands. What they've been making over the past several years are the developer tools. They've showcased a handful in the live streams. It's like they're making molds for toys instead of just making one toy at a time. Steven said this
Factory
about
has
the
to come
production
first,
speed.
right?
The Riverlands is very much the Alpha 2 kind of test bed of what it took to stand up our node tool, our pop tool, all the server.
Yeah, maybe at some point we can select our start point. I looked at, when we were looking just a little bit earlier at the Ashes Codex, there is another, oh, what the hell did they call that? Hold on, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it right now, baby. Let's do it. So you're gonna get, let's hide all nodes. Okay. We're getting Samaya's Hope on the 8th, right? In Lion Hope. But if you look, where was that son of a bitch? Right there. Wind and Sea is also a default node on this map. I can't say that's correct, but when you look at these default node. So you tell me. I don't know. No.
services associated with those things that developers become familiar with as
God, that
they're
looks
generating
good.
content to put into the game. And as that thing starts to expand and become extensible, and we start proving that model out and moving forward with that, we've defined what each of these biome needs and takes, and how much time it generally takes to stand up a particular point of interest or a particular NPC type, to curate the encounter design. All of those things are something that
Well, wasn't the original idea in one of the live streams that each race would have its own starting point? Wasn't that the idea, or am I imagining? At least on my first two, focusing on masteries. Yeah, yeah. There's the city in the desert also. Okay, cool. So yeah, I thought for the longest time that was the idea. I don't know how much we'll get in Alpha 2, Phase 1-ish, or Phase 2, but I think they're moving towards that, which, if you think about them opening up the game at large, like, that's a lot of damn people coming up. So they've already shown what they're going to do on November 8th, and is have 2 starting points. So that should be good. That should be good. All right, let's go.
becomes now rooted as a production path for us to follow.
The first biome or zone created typically in MMO development is much longer in time to create than the subsequent zones. This is due in large part to the development and refinement of tools that designers and content teams use to populate and dress the world. So development time is not linear when it comes to the other zones and their
definitely
development.
not linear.
That may be all well and good, but they still only have 200 developers. Hiring and onboarding takes time. For reference, we found out that Blizzard has about 500 employees working on World of Warcraft from their union vote. You can make the argument that their production is split between at least 3 different WoW games now, but there's some overlap.
Unless they suddenly become 300.
This might be copium, but not all departments move at the same pace. Just because the environment of a biome is done in a certain build doesn't mean it's ready for the alpha build. I actually agree, and I'm probably guilty of the most copium, because I've heard Jamie say that whoever it was, one of the devs, has like 7 different builds on their computer. I think within each build that we've seen so far in Alpha 2, there's dials they can switch on, turn up, turn down, all that kind of stuff. But there's also different whole builds that they can bring out. And if their goal is server stability and scalability in Phase 1, I think they're holding a lot of poker cards back. I think Steven knows the shit that he was going to eat from people, just internet people, right? So I think he's holding a lot of cards in his hand. That's my hope. I don't think the man's a fool. You don't make that much money by being a moron, right? Like, he is a smart man. He's probably got this under control. So hopefully we're on the copium train together and it's all good. Ultimately, I would have enough characters mastered to have the ability to personally build the gear I need for each member to use in wartime. So thousands of hours of gaming may be required. I mean, I honestly think it's interesting that you say thousands of hours, because what are we, 2 weekends into Alpha 2 and there's people up into level 20 to 25? I know that everybody has said it's been a hell of a grind. I think they're going to make it more of a grind. Because the idea for a subscription game is to keep you subscribing, right? I think it's going, and it's not just going to be a punishment. I think it's going to be, just like Hidden Dagger was saying today, I think it's going to be an accomplishment to be a level 30, a level 40, a level 50 character. Like, that is going to be some next level shit.
Percent more productive. That's not going to happen.
Yes, Intrepid needs to get more manpower, but does that mean hiring hundreds of people? Not necessarily. Steven talks about the alternative here.
We can also then start to refine our outsourced potential as a studio as well, because obviously we have the ability to leverage our internal teams, but as we're talking about content creation, whether that be asset production, VFX requirements, animations, all the things that go into expanding the content of the game become now...
From 0 to 20 is not near the amount of time from 25 to 50. Those last 25. Oh, I agree. And you should. I think if and when we see the first wipe, would be when you see them actually stretch out the 0 to 20 as well. If they feel like that's going too fast for you psychopaths that don't sleep and have DoorDash brought to you so that you could be first. That they might stretch that out at wipe time. But you're absolutely right. It's not going to be linear whatsoever. It is going to be exponential. And oh my God, I think just like the ultimate pain is going to be 49 to 50, right? The degens are real. That's right. It is absolutely right.
Pipelines that we can.
This is a 13-minute video that's taking me hours to get through because I talk too much.
Extends out
Oh,
to
wait a minute. Did you just see what I saw?
asset production, VFX requirements, animations, all the things that go into expanding the content of the game become now pipelines that we can extend out to outsourced studios as well as we move forward in the game's production.
Contracting with outside studios is a great move. A lot of companies do this. For example, AGS did it for the Brimstone Sands, arguably the best content expansion for.
How come you're using that stock music they used to use just for? Yeah, I like it. I like background music. I don't want to just hear my voice like when it gets in between shit. Absolutely, that's 100% why. I mean, I've used other music. If you want, I could always play my Viking music, but that gets me copyright strike every time. So.
For New World, they had an agreement with Blind Squirrel Games. These guys have software engineers, artists, sound engineers, and designers.
We've had the chance to work with major AAA titles like BioShock, Borderlands, Mass Effect, Star Wars, New World, XCOM, The Sims, Mafia, God of War, Sonic, and so many more. I think we've shipped about 65 projects to date. We're basically an engine agnostic company.
We don't know which outside studios Intrepid is going to consult with, but it's going to happen. Depending on how much money Steven wants to spend, he could effectively
Oh, I fucking love Danheim. I love Danheim, and I mean, obviously, where else I would go with that, but oh no, it sounds good. I just wasn't sure. I was trying to say it on like. No, I wouldn't go on that route either. Serious Jams. Word, brother. Yeah, no. Let's just do this. Like if we have to, we can do this. We can do this. Hold on. We'll just do this. Hopefully none of my girls' dance party music shows up on here. But oh my God, what am I trying to do here? Let's just do it. We don't care about copyright on this, right? Right? You can already see in mind the Reddit post, the first 50 level AOC, the dude's like 100 foot tall. Oh, okay, so my brain stopped pausing out. Here you go. Here's my other favorite. I mean, right? Like, if lawyers didn't exist and weren't giant assholes, I would just play Heilung in the background and Danheim. Or Donheim, whatever you want to do. But there you go. You do have a lot of lawyers. Gotta send my fave then. What's your favorite? See, I'm distracted already. Like, here we were trying to make it through Copium Clinic's video, and here we are. We're going to watch this dude eat some mushrooms and sing. It's fine. We'll let them do that in the background.
Multiply his workforce many times over. One of the reasons this is such a good move is because game development demands usually follow this trajectory.
Your typical workload throughout should be smaller at the start, as you're figuring out what you'll need and when. Big in the middle, as that's when the bulk of the effort will need to take place, and as you start getting all your internal departments involved. And at the end, you'll drop off again.
If Steven were to instead hire 600 new people, they'd be twiddling their thumbs after the bulk of the content is made. Often, studios can't afford everyone and have massive layoffs. NCSoft is about to do this now post Throne and Liberty launch. Contrast that with Intrepid.
So we try not to hire unless we need the role, like unless we know we have work for that person to do. And in the cases where we have influxes of work, for instance, like, hey, we have a bunch of things that need to be done, but we won't need that work forever, we contract out some of that work.
Absolutely.
The only limiting factor for consulting with contractor studios is money.
We really want to make sure that the systems are solid, that we're designing the spaces appropriately to support them. And then once we have all of those questions answered, then it's just a matter of people and Steven's money.
Speaking of copious money and time, let's address the game development elephant in the room. The Star Citizen comparisons
Oh,
write
the
themselves.
Who?
An ambitious
Hell yeah, I
MMO
love
using
the
server
Who.
meshing technology and constant development, which monetizes the player base before they even get the full
Absolutely.
game. But that's where it
Kindred
stops.
spirits,
The
buddy.
monetization models are completely different. Star Citizen is selling pay-to-win aspects pre-launch with the promise that you'll get to use them someday. These purchases can be tens of thousands of dollars. The highest priced item is $48,000. In fact, they have a special store you only get access to once you spend $10K. They've earned more than $700 million over the past 10 years. With income like that, why bother releasing at all? The motivations for
Nice.
the game to
I'll
launch
follow that
don't
link up in
exist
a
with this
minute.
kind of cash flow. Ashes, on the other hand, monetizes much differently. Yes, they're charging for access to Alpha 2. Yes, I've heard the boomer opinion that being a tester used to be a paid gig. Please tell me more about how people used to get paid for their physical activity but now pay to do it. The fact is, people are
Wow,
excited
he went
enough
boomer.
about the design of this game to support it with their time and money. Intrepid used to sell cosmetics, but has since stopped. These weren't in-game armor pieces you could equip as some form of pay-to-win. It was only cosmetic. During Alpha 2, Intrepid will be losing money, not gaining.
Running a test is exorbitantly too costful, right? However, you need to
Let this
bite,
go. I'll
you
be
need
right
to
back.
take that bite in order to collect certain information, even if you're not in a state where you're fully optimized, in order for that to be long-term sustainable.
Testing is costing them money. Intrepid is financially incentivized to release their product at some point. A perpetual alpha isn't an option for them based on their monetization. The big payoff comes at launch. To be clear, I don't fault Star Citizen for their monetization practices. I'm not personally interested in pay-to-win games, but there's obviously a market for it and people enjoy it. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, you should be like Showback.
Nice. Nice. He's gangsta.
You got to sub to this guy. You got to do it.
Okay. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Got you. Funcom.
Yeah,
Also,
no,
Star
I'll
Citizen
never have
keeps
good
expanding
timing
the
on
scope of the
soundboard.
game. Ashes hasn't done that, but if they do, I'd be the first one to call it out. The comparisons between these two games will die out as we begin to see the end.
Agree. I think it's a completely illegitimate comparison. People want to do it because of server meshing and dynamic gridding. Fine, whatever. We'll see who pulls it off first. Cool technology. I hope they both do it. But the financial models are just completely different.
End of the road for this testing phase of Ashes. I don't have a problem with Star Citizen. There are far worse ways to spend your money while waiting for the game to.
Shit, we're doing an ad break again? I'm so sorry. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. Oh, wait a minute. What? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I gotta go raid my kids' Halloween candy. You said that. Shit. We'll have to talk about that when we get back from the raid. Yeah, let's see it. Hold on. Yeah, we got like 29 seconds left. At least we got music. It's all good. Yeah, if it weren't for the sleazy lawyers, I would just play cool music in the background all the time. And maybe we do it anyway. Fucking, I don't know. These guys aren't bad. Like whoever their lawyers are, they're like, you just can't monetize. It's fine. All right, there we go. We're done with the ads, right? All right, we're back. I need to know something. Oh, thank you. I love this music. The parent tax on Halloween candy is a real and legitimate thing. And now that you've said Reese's, I do need to go steal some for my kids. But that can wait a minute. Here we go.
To launch. When will that be, though? Do we have any legitimate? projections from Intrepid? We actually do. After Intrepid announced the Alpha 2 phases and gave dates back in August, a bunch of creators lost their minds over the $120 price tag. Steven took to Reddit to explain
Oh my God, Asman looked like he was having a friggin' heart attack.
things further. He says Alpha 2 is expected to last at least 1 year. That's not very specific. It means 1 year at a minimum without any maximum. But if we compare that to a comment made on Asmongold's React video in August of this year, he said, to update here, Alpha 2 is expected to last around 12 months for testers and will have a 6-week update cadence. In conjunction with the Reddit comment, I assume he meant Phase 3 of Alpha 2 will last around 12 months. Phase 3 is what most people consider to be the actual start of Alpha 2 anyways. So expected to last around 12 months is a much more specific range than at least 1 year. With Phase 3 starting May 1st of 2025, that
Doc Burns, if you ever see this, I'm just going to say that makes it very uncomfortable, the reaching with the glove. It's just like it's probing.
This is at May 1st, 2026. If we give some cushion, let's say Phase 3 lasts 18 months. That puts us at November 2026. That's pretty exciting. We found out in the Vladis 1v1 that all the content in the game will be tested by us in Alpha 2.
Will we test every single biome before Alpha 2 is finished as testers?
Yes, yeah.
But we won't be testing it alone.
We have multiple professional testing houses. We have 2 contracted QA testing houses that we work with, one in Europe and one in Mexico. And then we have our internal QA teams that are, a dozen strong right now as well. So, there are many QA testers that we use on the project, 100%. And those are where we, obviously have more granular test reports from, where we have very specific required QA, analyses that are done and submit directly to our JIRAs as it goes back to our developers. Like, that is a different testing apparatus than what we expect from our community.
So they have multiple teams of testers. He used the word JIRA in there. That's just the project management software they use. This game isn't going to be rushed out, but it also won't be in a perpetual test.
Absolutely playing Ranger on Friday. Absolutely 100%. I'm going to start there. We'll see what happens. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on what it looks like right now, but I think it's going to end up being amazing.
Testing phase. The betas will arrive toward the end of Alpha 2 before launch, and they'll be short.
The betas that we intend to have are not months-long betas.
We want to keep it short.
Pretty short.
The game should be pretty much done
at beta stage.
And final polish.
I don't know how I missed that, and some of you have said this recently. It might have been Phantom. I don't know, but I was actually shocked by that. I don't know why in my mind I thought that betas would last a little longer. No, they want to move through that.
Polishes and stuff like that being put in.
Yes.
It is, again, we don't want people to get totally burnt out on the game before we actually release.
Right, exactly.
So once we get to those beta phases, they should be short and sweet.
Another interesting tidbit I found was that when Beta 1 starts, the Alpha 2 servers go under NDA again. Nothing we say can rush the development of Ashes, and that's not the purpose of this video. I wanted to provide a plausible counter-argument to the 4 or 5 year projection. I mean, it still could be 4 or 5 years, but based on what we know, I think it's closer to 2 years than it is 5. If you want to help Ashes move forward, then test the game and leave feedback.
You would say beta's more of a polish stage. You're probably not going to change classes after playing Ranger. You'll get hooked, I'm sure. Everyone talk that play love it, including me. Nice. Yeah, no, it's really okay. So let's go back through this. If I looked at, like, I am 1,000 years old, and I played computer D&D games that didn't even have much more graphical output than wireframe walls and shit that you walk through. Nonetheless, moving on to Forgotten Realms, which in my mind was an amazing thing, unless you look back at it right now. And then here we are. So anyway, that being said, I always played Fighter or Ranger or Mage. I always got bored with Mage. It's not a shot against Mage, it's just me. I don't ever follow through with it. Ranger's just where I'm at. What is a complete zone anyway? I believe all zones are there and appropriately fashioned by now. I don't know. I don't know if any of us can say that. The copium in me wants to agree with you. I don't think any of us can say that right now. I don't know at what rate. So they were smart. They built the factory before they tried to build the cars. And if they know how to build the factory and show people the factory, the outsourcing on this could go a lot faster. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I want it to be true.
Back. I think a lot of people use far-off projections as a coping mechanism to not get their hopes up. That's fine, but I'm not going to pretend along with you that
anything less than 7 years is pure cope.
Feel free to bookmark this video and come back in 2 years. I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. But just so you know, as a physician, I'm actually never wrong. In Force's video, he mentioned some Ashes creators and called them
UE5 was rough.
I initially balked when I heard that, but I would say that, yeah, I am enthusiastic about Ashes. When you get into the details, what Intrepid is doing is special. You don't get a self-made multimillionaire funding an MMO every day. Their technology is cutting edge and the game design is what I'm all about. These guys have been working crunch hours for a while now, and it's not in vain.
See, they have all the dev tools now. That's what they were focused on. No, I think that was the right process. That was the right process right there. Make the tools and pump the content. Like, you got to build that big ass fire hose before you can pump the water. Euphorics, my bet is that they have the Western continent done, but they're focusing on performance. Yeah. Like, you got to iron out the details. Just because you have all the art done and the map done, I'll listen to the song. I like the song. Yeah, I totally think so.
The test exceeded expectations, and I think we're in for more pleasant surprises. When I was in residency, there were periods of time where I worked over 100 hours a week. It sucks when you're going through it, but there's a level of expertise gained when you're insane about your work. Things that would be difficult for me now aren't that bad because I lived my work for a while. I love this Pirate Software quote about Blizzard.
It's a legendary company because people put legendary amounts of effort into it.
I love it when big creators cover Ashes. It puts more eyes on the project. Force has made good content for over a decade.
So what are your thoughts on big creators in the Ashes Alpha 2 so far? I say welcome to all of them. But the ones like whoever it is, Soda Poppin', that said, what the fuck's a node? Which I almost saved as a sound effect, but everybody's done it, so I'm not doing it. Like, dude, you threw money, and it was probably insignificant to you, but not the rest of us, at an Alpha 2, and didn't know what the fuck a node was. Your opinion just, like, became worth, like, yeah. So, like, yeah, welcome the big creators, but, like, the ones that don't know their ass from the hole in the ground are making these authoritative videos on what Ashes is, what it should be, what it won't be. Zero value.
Now, I used to watch his StarCraft 2 guides. He's got great takes on stuff, so I recommend his channel. Also, I've partnered with the Ashes Codex. It's a website that lets you play with builds, research gear, and has general info like how much experience is required to level, so check him out. That's my diagnosis. I'll see you at our next appointment. Oh, and
there's
be
the
careful
doc.
with copium.
It's highly addictive.
The doc is the shit, dude. He's so awesome. Let me turn this off real quick. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Like, I don't think it's going to matter, and I think Steven knows this. It's not going to matter so much what these big names say right now. I think you're going to see, so you have the first wave. You have the soldiers that are in the trenches right now. Theory Forge, like all of them. I'm going to fail. I hate listing because I am so bad at it. But Jamie, everybody, Nice Gaming, all of them. Richie, all of them. You got all these people that are the first line troops. November 8th, you're going to get a bunch more people come through. I think those creators are the ones that are going to matter, because if you think about the foundations, and I listened to his video on how he got started with World of Warcraft. If you look at his foundations, it was the psychopaths that would throw all those hours in. Asmongold. See, I just had to circle around long enough for the neurons to correct and connect. I think you're seeing a new chapter, and the reason that you're seeing a new chapter is that you're seeing a whole new game that we couldn't have even imagined, because Steven's not trying to make what has already been made. He's trying to make something new. What do you guys say that we go to Rive's thoughts after 2 weekends of Alpha 2, And I would say that we go to this video, and I will own up and say that I did not agree whatsoever with his take, his initial take. Like I didn't. So I'm kind of interested. I'm going in raw dog on this video. I have no idea what he's going to say. I have no idea what he's going to say. Let me find some good ass music here though first before we do that. I'd rather just find the whole ass concert. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Oh my goodness. Where is this shit? All right. Let's just try that. Let's see what we got here. I had to close that, so let's bring that back up. Not into Rive's takes on things. Yeah, I mean, he's entitled to his take. He's played more than me. But I did not agree with his take at all. I thought it was just completely the first video, which I already did. You could go back and watch that. Just seemed like it wasn't taking into account whatsoever the idea that they have other things waiting and baking. So let's try it. Let's see what he says. It's a 7-minute video. We can do this. Yeah, that's me. Oh shit. I'm over his face. Sorry. Wait. Oh goddamn. His face isn't even on the screen. I'm failing. Let's do this. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious, Lord Almighty. He's tearing the ass out of me. Hold on. Like, this is painful. Here we go. I'll go right back over here in my little corner. Here we go.
Of course, I had that video that went, I guess, somewhat viral, at least by my standards. Not really. It was like 8K views. I wouldn't call that viral, but was reacted to by...
Rive is talking about builds we'll never see, so what you guys are seeing on streams is not the game he was in, to be fair. Okay.
Force, and a lot of people had nice comments about it, despite there being a lot of negatives in that video from me, which is nice to see, because a lot of times negativity surrounding Ashes isn't taken very well by a lot of people. But
and on that point, like, if anything that somebody says negative about Ashes is just based on their real take, I'm all for it. I think I'm a little bit stung by Narc's nonsense, where I think he just went totally negative before Alpha 2 NDA dropped, to where he was like, well, I have to go negative to get views. To say I'm aware in the OG AOC community that Nices and Rives and Gladys and so much including you wrote, they've been foundation of thousands of hardcore AOC fans from the community. No, and this dude's been cranking videos, so I'm not taking shots at him at all. I just didn't agree with that one video.
Everything I said in that video still stands 100%. I stand by everything I said there.
Really?
And I will add on to that, though, that I am enjoying the fuck out of the game. Absolutely enjoying it. And it's with a guild, it's fun. And, you know, yes, we are a somewhat serious guild. However, we're still having a lot of fun. We jump in, we play. It's not high stress in most situations. It's just literally go to a spot and grind. That's the game right now. I know it's phase 1 and phase 2. A lot more content is planned. But I remember doing a video a long time ago, will Ashes be grindy? And the conclusion was, yeah, it's going to be grindy. It's based on Arcade. It's based on Lineage 2. This game's going to be grindy. Anyone who thinks otherwise, you're not paying much attention to what this game is based on. So it's always going to have grind. However, the amount of grind that exists in this game currently is kind of ridiculous. I still enjoy it, though. The only way you can have a grindy game and get away with it, at least from my perspective, is if the combat is really good. And the combat is fantastic. The combat is fantastic.
See, that's an interesting comment, because during the live streams, they were focusing pretty hardcore on combat. And, oh my God, it looks like it might have been a good move, because even with somebody that's got a less than 100% take, the combat kept them there.
Fantastic to me. It's just the matter of... There needs to obviously be more than just grind at some point in the game. And there will be. In phase 2, there's a lot more coming. And of course, I'm doing the mayoral stuff, which the more I dig into that, the more I realized there's a lot more to it than I thought, and I didn't really want to be mayor, but it kind of happened that way.
Surprise, mother.
Actually, I'm starting to actually enjoy mayor. I'll be honest. I'm kind of actually enjoying mayor a little bit. First of all, you get the flying mount, which is absolutely.
I don't know. Mayor seems like when the game's actually released is going to be a full-time job. Like if you don't have 60 hours to put in the game, I know that might not be the case now, and people shot this thought down, but I think long term it's going to be
insane the things you can do. I can go scout areas for my group. I've got like a main leveling group that's my party, so I don't got to go seek out parties all the time, and I know they're skilled players and we can just get in, we can grind. I don't have to really say anything in voice. We just get in there and go. But with
absolutely. I mean, the cream's going to rise to the top, right, Dan? I mean, it's like you're going to have to, if you're garnering votes when this thing is fully fleshed out, people aren't going to want a half-ass mayor. I'm not saying that about you, right? But they're not going to want a half-ass mayor. They're going to want somebody that can get it done.
the mount, I can go fly around and find us really good spots. There's where there's not a lot of contention, because sure, we could go contest, and we do that sometimes. We will contest spots, but
oh god, it's gonna be stupid.
We are on Verra server, where we are the biggest guild there, and we're trying not to be assholes. We're
I'm not gonna say nope.
trying to not push people out of spots. Now, I've got some people that do that in my guild. I don't do that with my group, and I tell people not to really do that kind of thing. We're trying to be nice to people in general. We are seeking out PvP later on once we hit 20, once we start to get...
Full disclosure, I am in KCL, so Chaos, and oh my god, or KLC. Sorry, I can't even spell. Chaos Lace Cartels. So I think our whole mission is to stir shit up.
Geared up. We're going to seek some organized PvP, but we're not, in this early part of the game, we're not trying to be bad guys or anything like that. At least that's my goal. You know, if you're on my server and if you've been killed by Genesis, well, I'm sorry, I can't control everybody 100%, right? We try to not be indiscriminate.
Yeah, you've got to be a successful mayor in full Ashes release. Don't you have to be like, it's like Civ 5 with real people. You have to be the master of ceremonies of war, politics, relations. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane
With our PvP, and I think for the most part we're succeeding at that. But we are bloodthirsty too. We do want some PvP, so if there's anybody that does want PvP, I know Bustin's guild, like, we have been fighting them every time we see them, and they fight us every time we see them, and they've got quite a few people, and that's fine. So they're a little bit of a rival, I would say, on our server.
All right.
Anyways, the game is good for if you're a player like me that doesn't mind a grind. I don't mind a grind. I absolutely don't. I've played a lot of MMOs that were just grind fests, and I can do it. A lot of people can't, though. And I think once the luster wears off, you know, at launch of this game, many years down the line, if it's still like primarily, if like 80% of your leveling is just going to a grind spot.
So he just gave a card away there. He said many years down the line. I don't think it's going to be that. I really do think it's 2 to 3 years. And again, I just hear him saying things that make me think that, like, obviously it can't remain just a grind. It can't remain just a grind. You know, it's not going to be. I don't think anything they've said in their live streams will give you that impression whatsoever. You don't agree with this take? They haven't focused on content. Exactly. Like, the content, I think there's going to be so much content that you don't even care about. Like, there are going to be players that don't care about leveling in the traditional sense. I actually think there's going to be so much more to this game that it's not going to matter. Yeah, story arcs, crafting, all the professions. It's going to be insane. There might be people that never leave a Metropolis.
The game will be very niche. Very niche if they stay with that. They've got this fantastic story arc system. They've got commissions that lead you out into the world where there's supposed to be side quests. There's just not a lot of side quests out there yet. But once they get the side quests in, and if some of the side quests have, it doesn't even have to be XP, like decent rewards, like gear or something. Maybe certain
I think
crafting
that's all
materials
an
you can
easy
only get
fix.
through certain commissions or certain, like, give a reason to actually do them. Because when it's like 700 XP and you get that, like, I can solo like some elites myself as a mage and get 5,000.
Said, I don't know, I've been an Alpha 1 key holder for almost 4 years and I'm not blinded by it, but I believe in Steven's vision. Absolutely. And I mean, I call myself a newcomer to Ashes because, what was it? Like 15 months of fanaticism for me. But once I discovered Ashes and got in there, I was so hooked. Yeah, the fact that Steven plays his own damn game makes it so completely and extra-worldly different than New World or anything else. Like, he actually plays the game and wants it to be enjoyable. He's not going to make a shitty game.
An XP in like a minute. It's like that. So 700 XP becomes basically nothing after like level 3.
Asmon's interview for you.
That
Okay.
a lot of things do have to change in that
God,
regard.
I couldn't have waited that long.
I guess to some extent why they made it this grindy in this early alpha state. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I'm enjoying the game.
There you go.
It's got a lot of work ahead of them. They have a tremendous amount to get done. There's so much content has to be added.
I don't disagree with them there, but I also want to say that I think there's a lot of work we're not seeing. And just because you're in PTR doesn't mean that they showed it to you there. I think they're going to hold a lot of it back. Your shadow, let's see, being mayor is sort of kind of like being a D&D game master. Exactly. It takes a certain sort of person to do it perfectly. Being a mayor is not just setting taxes and looking cool on flying out. It's also about being a charismatic leader, networking, being great in the game, having basic understanding of psychology, etc. Yeah, PTR is only visual right now, but I still don't think, like, if their goal right now in phase 1 is server stability, I don't think they're releasing like the super secret sauce in PTR. Not at all. I don't believe that for a second.
Everything I said about will they have enough money? Will they get it done in time before they run out of money? All that.
Yeah, I don't agree with them on that. I think they've got the money planned out, and here's why I'll say that with confidence. If you've made millions and millions of dollars, you did not go into this half-ass and not have your cash flow and everything else planned out. There's just no damn way. Steven's trump card hasn't been revealed yet. Yeah, well, we're electing a whole new mayor tomorrow right here in the U.S. AKA PTR is only them testing the next patch. Exactly.
I still stand by.
I don't think the money's an issue.
We'll see. There's a long road ahead of them. I wish them the best. I'm a huge supporter. I'll say negative things, but I will support the fuck out of them at the same time. Like, I support everything they're doing. I think what Steven did with some of the content creators was really cool. I think that's really cool. I think, and the way they engage with the community, really cool. Planendorf was like running with, Richie's group, and that's cool. And like all that kind of stuff is really, really cool to see. Yeah, but that doesn't guarantee anything either, right? Like, so, yeah, I hope for the best. You never know though. Don't expect that this game will actually launch. I hate to say it that way, but there's just so much that has to be done, and it's going to take so much money to get there. And so we'll see. We'll see if they have the money to get there. That's really all I have. It's just me turning the camera on and rambling. I don't have time to do a lot of real intense videos, although I'm going to try to free myself up this next weekend, and certainly the weekend after. I might be able to get a few videos out. And I am planning to stream. This weekend, I am going to stream the entire weekend. I'm just going to try to stream the entire damn weekend. And if the guild falls apart without me, then it happens. I'm just gonna stream.
Yeah, I think we got whatever meat was in this video out of it. No, you're absolutely right. Like, they're not gonna reveal any more than they have to. Like, why would you? Because they just said it when they were talking about the betas. You don't want people to be sick to death of the game by the time it launches. For example, King of the Jungle is not as wise as the elves. Now you're getting deep. Now you're going to go deep. I think I'm ready to crash. It is 12:21 a.m. here. I've been holding on to this lot by a thread. Let's go see who we could raid. Hold on. No, look. I have no bones to pick with Rive. I disagree with him. I don't think money's an issue whatsoever because you just don't become a multi tens of millionaire by being a fool. You just don't. He's got a plan. He's not risking his well being. I know. Like, what's our countdown? Hold on. Let's do our countdown. We can. Oh my god. All right. So I'm going into the realm that my guild is in, Verra. I think I said that right. Steven said this was his retirement. Fucking A, right. There you go. 4 days. Oh, no. 3 days, 11 hours, 37 minutes, and 0 seconds. Now, I will be technically at school. I need to carry my laptop that day, though, because I have a program. What is it? Parsec? Yeah, Parsec. That will let me operate this PC from school. And I think I'm going to get in the queue line while I'm driving home. And if I play Ashes while I drive, no, I won't do that. I'm just kidding. Oh, hydrate, yes. Oh, there's not much hydration station left here, but I will. I mean, I could get another whiskey, but I think we're all out of water. It's going to be an amazing time, though, right? And I've told this story in a couple of places, a couple of chats, but I'm going to regret this. But I'm going to do it anyway. My mother-in-law is coming into town this weekend. I have all the reason in the world to hide out down here and play Ashes Creation. This is going to be the fix of fixes. I can't even believe that we are 3 days and 11 hours away. That's crazy. It's my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. I'm going to be down here. I mean, I'll just ask them to throw. My daughters will bring me food. It'll be fine. But let's go look for a raid, shall we? Let's go look. Wait a minute. What's that say? Let me catch the slash chat. Why do you in real life when you can live in Verra? Yeah, I mean, I need to balance that shit. Like, don't enable me to go full tilt. Don't do that. Already bad enough. Same category. Anybody in Ashes? Oh yeah, exact GG. Let's go right there. And Grappler is in. Let's go right here. Let's do this. All right, appreciate it, everybody. Thank you for the follows and all that good stuff, man. I cannot wait to hang out with you guys in Verra. Thank you for all the chat. It's been awesome. Here we go. Oh, he's got a counter on too. This is a rerun. Nice. Oh shit, we raided hold on. We're gonna cancel this raid. That's a rerun. Hold on. We're not doing that. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. A nerve shift creep. Is this a damn rerun? It's better not be. Talking Ashes. All right. I think this might be like I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's Grappler. We've commented on some of his videos. Here we go.